if you are up for it. Are there any specific challenges related to female entrepreneurs in the region, or are these challenges the same for everyone? Maybe this needs another hour by itself, but feel free to jump in. Yes, Noor.
The data says that venture investors don't fund them. The ones that are, so actually we're talking about a difference of 3% to 97%. And I'm speaking specifically for the region, but this is also, Bahrain actually does significantly better than the global average with an 18% كده intake. بس مصر والسعودية والإمارات are really not thriving. And when we do fund women, they're typically in industries like beauty and luxury and hospitality. They are very rarely in financial services and in IT. So, I mean, this could take another hour, so I'll just leave.
Yeah, it is a very loaded question. Yes. Anyone else wants to mention anything?
Yes, I want to agree with the last point. I really want to emphasize on that Noor mentioned. It's really hard to perceive women founders or co-founders in the IT or the ICT domain. And also, just one more thing is the acceptance of the different timelines and the internal type of time invested in building the infrastructure for the startup is really not being so basically what Ara said and is the problem is not with the trials or the failures. The problem is with the acceptance for the timeline that takes all of that. It's really, really hard for me.
But is that related to all female entrepreneurs? Is there anything specific?
It gets longer with the communication with female entrepreneurs. It takes more time because you put more effort to prove yourself first, and then you come to the business. So there's like, you can say, an additional step to it. So you have to be worth the communication first, and then you start communicating the business. So it's like simply that. Yeah.
Which is also multiplied by the fact that you have a tech solution that typically takes a lot longer to commercialize.
True. And Alia, do you have anything to say? Because now we are seeing a lot of empowerment program, support programs for females. What do you expect the future to be for that, for female entrepreneurs in general?
So I'm talking not from a funding perspective, but from an empowerment perspective, just to be clear. Actually, I've been like, I came from a business background, not from a tech background, but I started working in tech when I joined Salat. And as I see around me, as I see in other companies that I'm working with, I see, compared to what I've heard before, I see more women in tech and innovation specifically. And I see that there is change. I'm not saying that we reached where we want to reach, but there is change. There is hope. And what I would want to advise, not advise, but what I would want to say is, when it comes to technology, as Samar said before, it's when a disruptive technology comes, it disrupts what was before. So sometimes we think that we would have to catch up with everything that was there before, but actually no, it's like you can focus on the new technologies of today, invest in, as Ara said, fall in love with the problem, focus on one thing, be good at it, and then we could do as anyone else could do. Like, we can use modern technology, focus on it, learn it. There's so many initiatives now teaching technology to normal people who don't have any technological background. I came from a business background, but as I've been working with startups, with different companies in emerging technologies, not just, the basic IT, I've jumped from business immediately to understanding blockchain, understanding AI, machine learning, and all of the different technologies. I was sometimes confused to be the technical support or the technical person in the room, even though I was not. So I saw that I got empowered, and I keep getting empowered, and I see other women getting empowered as I go through different programs, different collaboration programs, different government initiatives. And I think that we're going into the right direction from the empowerment phase. and hopefully as well from a financial perspective and investing perspective soon.